Well, traditionally a really, really top-end tiered team, and you get fired up because you get a chance to play those kind of guys. A little bit like us this year, they've had their moments, and playing a lot of young kids it's probably on defense, and a quarterback, a new guy graduating, they're a good kid. So they've had some moments like us where they really look good, and then they have days like last weekend where they gave up 50-some points, and that's not a traditional St. Cloud team, but we'll have to hold on to the ball, and that's been our nemesis this year. And but it's a team that we can play with on the road this year. We do, and as frustrated as the year's been all around, and then we seem to get things straightened out, and then we lost to a good football team in Duluth last weekend, and wish it would have played better. Defense played, I think, pretty good in that game. Offensively, went back to our same problems, turning over the ball and mistakes. But the kids have had a great week of practice. They're excited to go down there, and they want to finish as strong as we can. So we'll be ready to go. Well, what happened last week was unfortunate too. It was about the last play of practice. Ryan Shields hit a helmet on a follow through. The defensive scout that rushed even kind of took a knee and got out of the way, and as Ryan stepped up, usually you get hit up here throwing those, it was all the way to the ground when he followed through it. So we had a great week of practice with him, and then all of a sudden Friday, we're trying to practice here, and Jordan didn't have a lot of reps during the week, and then all of a sudden, you're going to probably have to play a lot. Ryan said, I want to try, and he just couldn't grip the football when he got there. So he tried for a half and swelled up even more and more. And thanks for trying, but we got to try and win the game. And so we put Hein back in there, and a little unfortunate for him. He hadn't had a ton of preparation for the game, but we're honestly still trying to figure that out this week. Ryan hasn't practiced a lot this week, and is going to try today and see what he can do, and see if he can grip the football. That's probably about the bottom line. Yeah, we
eat up the rushing game.
It was untimely mistakes again. We'd have a drive going. We lined up in the illegal formation. The very first drive of the game, we two batted passes and didn't have another pass batted down the rest of the day, and linemen jumping off sides, and we'd be moving the ball, and there's a mistake, and then an interception and that kind of thing. So at times we just felt like, again, we didn't get manhandled, and we were moving the ball, and then same old thing. So trying to work on simple things to solve those and play better, and you got to give credit to Duluth too. They caused some of those things, but they shouldn't cause you to jump off sides when it's on one, and you can't go any lower than that. And the interceptions in that were really not good throws, and maybe Ryan shouldn't have been in the game at all, but he wanted to try. So yeah, we still feel like we're not getting beat up man to man or getting covered where we can't get open. It's just making mistakes. I think they've kind of settled in on that one guy, and they're going to try and run the football and try and make some big plays, and that's probably, they've got a heck of a running back, and they do a nice job kind of wearing you out that way. But it's a interesting team. They were down 0-20 at half came back from a 20-point deficit against Crookston, and they've had their moments, and then they can look pretty decent against Duluth too. So they had that rough start with Duluth and the Mankato's and the Sioux Falls and all those different people too. So they're getting into the part of their schedule where they're playing teams I'm sure they feel like they can win now.
Things are going well. I mean, Ryan and I both do things differently, so it's kind of week by week for what we need offensively. So it's kind of tough, but you just got to be ready for it. I'd say with Ryan there, we definitely throw a lot more than running wise. I mean, I'm more of a runner, he's more of a thrower, so I'd say offensively running the ball more when I'm in there. I mean, we get a lot of reps in practice throughout the week, so repetition wise that helps a lot, but otherwise it's pretty solid. I mean, obviously record wise we're 3-5, which is, it's not where you want to be all the time, but I think otherwise we're pretty excited for these last 3 North games. Hopefully get a big win on the road here at St. Cloud and finish off the season with 2 home wins. So,
I think you guys have played pretty well against.
They play a lot of young guys defensively, so, and they also do a lot of man coverage, so it's just going to be winning our matchup. So take advantage of that.
Yeah.
We have, yep, and we found out they blitz quite a bit, bring a lot of guys, so it's a high risk, high reward defense. So hopefully we.
Yeah, and I know a couple of.
I think we're gonna have some aggressive play calling. We got our base package in, and we've always been big on blitzing St. Cloud a lot. And they got a young quarterback, and I think if we can get to him, then put off our chances.
All right.
Hopefully a scheme issue. I mean, we kind of know how they're pass protect and where their weaknesses might be. We just got to get them in 3rd and long, and that comes obviously with a good 1st and 2nd down, just running our base stuff and then trying to get our blitzes in. It's kind of been our thing all year. I mean, we've let up too many big plays. We need to play a full 4 quarters. We've been getting better the last few weeks. I mean, against Duluth, it really doesn't show it, but minus a couple plays, we played a pretty good defense, and then we just got to play together and play a full 4 quarters. And I think we can limit this team to fewer points than they've been putting up.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, 2 years ago we went down there and beat them. That's the last time I played them. Last year I didn't play them due to my head injury.
No.
But yeah, I mean, playing there is a great place. They have an
Yeah.
awesome stadium. I think they got new field turf this year, so that's pretty cool. And it's a fun place to play. So we're definitely excited to go down there.
Yeah.